Good morning. My name is Barb Malera. I'm a member of the team at Harvesting History Heirlooms. We are an heirloom horticultural company that specializes in heirloom seeds, in heirloom flower bulbs, in heirloom roots and sets, and vintage garden tools. We have a website that is www.harvesting-history.com, where you can come, and if you're interested in heirlooms, it is everything heirloom. Plus, there's a tremendous amount of history associated with each product that we offer on our website. So I do encourage you to go to our website and take a look at the products that we offer. Today we're going to be talking about elephant ears, what they are, how to plant them, and a couple of great varieties that you may not have seen before. So, planting elephant ears. First of all, you need to know that elephant ears are very, very, very sensitive to cold. If they get hit with a frost, even a mild frost, in all likelihood you've lost them. So, if you're growing them in zones 1 to zones 6, you need to bring those elephant ears in when the nighttime temperatures start into the 50s. And you can treat them when you bring them in just like a philodendron. They don't need a whole lot of light. You don't need to cut the top growth. You can treat them like a house plant. If you want to pull them into your garage, make sure your garage is protected from the cold to the extent that nothing in the garage ever freezes. So pull them up before the nighttime temperatures get into the 40s, when they're more like into the 50s. If you are planting in containers, there's a number of things that you need to know. First, the soil mix, and I would refer you to our video on creating soil mixes for containers. But in the meantime, let me tell you, the ideal soil mix is 60% topsoil or crummy backyard soil, 20% peat moss, and 20% compost or dehydrated cow manure. Now, ideal pot size. Understand that the elephant ears have a secret rule all to their own. The smaller the pot, the smaller the plant. They can grow in just about any size pot, but the size of the pot will dictate the size of the plant. The smallest pot I would recommend is this 10 to 12 inch pot. And from that you'll get a 3 to say 5 foot plant, depending upon the variety of elephant ear you've planted. The ideal size is this 14 inch diameter pot. This will give you the biggest plant for the smallest amount of space. Now, there is also this 18 inch pot, and I will suggest to you that you don't need to go any bigger than this pot. You will get a huge plant from a pot that is 18 inches in diameter. So, smaller plant, 10 to 12 inches, ideal size, 14 inches, biggest plants, 18 inches. Having said that, let me give you a little hint. Elephant ears take a long time to get started in the spring. They are, shall we say, not morning flowers. They get up very, very slowly. So what I suggest to our customers is that as soon as they buy their elephant ear, that they take the elephant ear and they pot it in a temporary pot. And this, you don't need any bigger than this pot in order to get an elephant ear started. So this would be your temporary pot, and you could put any of the elephant ears, including these great big guys, nice and buried in this pot. So get them started early because they take a long time to wake up. Now, once you've got them started, what you want to do is you want to plant this elephant ear. And for the sake of this demonstration, I'm just going to use this pot because I can bend it more easily or tip it more easily so that you can see. What you're going to do is put about 4 inches of soil on the bottom of this pot. Then you are going to take your elephant ear, and remember, the bullseye goes up. If you forget or you can't remember, or for whatever reason you're confused once you get to the garden, be safe and plant it on its side. Elephant ears grow really nicely when planted on their sides. So if you don't remember that the bullseye goes up, plant them on their sides. Then nestle that little bugger right into the pot. And then cover it completely with soil, adding at least 4 inches to the top of the bulb. So you bury the entire bulb. Now, there are people that will tell you that you don't need to bury the entire bulb, that sometimes it's better to leave the top of the bulb exposed. And I'm going to tell you, don't ever do that. From years and years and years of growing these wonderful plants, I'll tell you why I'm telling you that. Elephant ears have a pretty substantial root, but that root is nowhere near as big nor as heavy as, excuse me, love dirt dust, as the top growth. And when you put this elephant ear out and it gets caught in a thunderstorm, or you just live in a windy area, that top growth is going to move back and forth and back and forth. If you do not have this tuberous root covered, then it will move back and forth even more than under ordinary circumstances. So what you want to do is anchor it in nice, heavy, but well drainable soil, and then bury the whole root so that you are minimizing, with the soil and with it being buried, the damage that wind can do to your wonderful plant. Wind won't kill your plant unless a tornado goes through and wicks it out of its pot. But wind can severely compromise the growth over the course of the summer by having those roots disturbed on a routine basis. So cover the entire bulb with at least 4 inches of soil and no more than 6 inches of soil, and then you've got your elephant ear planted. But remember, the best thing to do is to start that elephant ear in a temporary pot and then move it to the larger pot when it's time to put it outside. Next question will be, well, if it has sprouted, do I bury the sprouts? And the answer is yes. You want 4 to 6 inches of soil on top of that tuberous root. So if it's sprouted, that's a great thing. Bury those sprouts. Do it gently, but bury those sprouts. So this is how you plant an elephant ear. Remember, you don't want to put that elephant ear outside until all danger of frost is over with, and you want to bring that elephant ear in before the nighttime temperatures start routinely dipping into the 40s. If you don't remember anything about our series on elephant ears, I would like you to remember this extraordinarily important and unique fact. Elephant ears are very, very, very deer resistant. And not only are they deer resistant, but I suspect they give off some kind of a fragrance that you and I aren't aware of, but that the deer hate. Because I've had many customers tell me that when they plant elephant ears in an area, especially an area frequented by deer, the deer don't go near that area anymore. So remember one incredible thing about elephant ears, and that is that they are deer resistant and deer repellent. What a great gift for our gardens. I hope you've enjoyed our series on elephant ears. I also hope that you get one of these pets for your very own, or 2 or 3. I don't want to tell you how many I have because I always plant the ones we have left over at the end of the year. And they're just such really nice plants, especially when you have something that's living like this that you greet every day for year after year after year. Good luck with your elephant ears. I encourage you to get one. Please come to our website and look at our collection, which is www.harvesting-history.com.